Hey, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight some amazing food in our area.
And today we are joined by Executive Chef Dylan Herrick with Barking Frog at Willows Lodge and Alex Meislish, the founder and farm director at Equilibrium Farms, also known as Farmer Al.
There he is, y'all.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. This is exciting. Yeah. So Barking Frog is partnering with Equilibrium Farms to kind of plant some things that are going to be used in the spring and summer menus. Talk to us all about that kind of farm-to-table experience and what people can expect.
Yeah, so our menu's designed in a way that we can utilize a bunch of stuff coming off the farm from Alex. We word it very loosely, so it'll just say like shaved spring vegetables. So we can always rotate because we don't know what we're going to get out of the ground that day and stuff like that. And today we're making a little salad to showcase all the beautiful stuff that's going to be popping up in spring. We have a little savory flan to go with it. It kind of represents like a cheese in the dish, sort of that sort of element. Then a little broken vinaigrette with some reduced kombucha. Yeah, so excited for it.
That's awesome. As a Latina lady, I'm very familiar with the flan, but I've never tried a savory flan, so I'm very excited. Now, I know you guys also have wines, so talk to me a little bit about how you choose the wines for your menu.
We do. Yeah, our wine list is exceptional at the Barking Frog. Worldly, and we focus on a lot of local as well. And so kind of that process is I create the dishes, and my team executes and stuff, and then we have a master somm on property, and then a wine director, and another somm that they'll taste the dishes and then just kind of figure out what goes with them exactly.
That's awesome. And what are we making today?
Yeah, today it's a salad. It's an Equilibrium showcase salad, really. So we have some mixed greens. We have some beautiful sage from Alex, some turnip greens in there, some green garlic. That's the base of the salad. Then I got a bunch of different shaved vegetables, some celery, beets, carrots, radishes, and the savory flan that's going with it is vegan. The base is coconut milk. It's got some maple syrup in there. Then I mix in some garlic and herbs, and then it's set with kuzu starch, which is a root, and agar-agar, which is a derivative of seaweed.
Cool.
You can get both these things on Amazon, actually, so making it easy for you. Yeah,
that's always good to know where stuff comes from.
Exactly.
Too.
And you don't have to bake it, actually, so it's just cooked stovetop. So I'll kind of give a little demonstration right now of what goes on with that. So this is the coconut milk and maple syrup that I just combined all together right here.
I love maple syrup.
Yeah. And then you put in your garlic and herbs in there.
Nice.
And then we got the kuzu starch. So this is you mix everything together and you put it over high heat.
Okay.
And you got to stir it constantly as you bring it to a boil. So right here.
So not a walk-away situation.
No,
okay,
no, not at all. So we go 2 tablespoons of the kuzu starch. If you can't get kuzu starch, arrowroot works as well. And cornstarch too.
And what does that do? Just kind of thicken it?
So it thickens it. Yeah, it's kind of like a gelling agent. So it kind of sets up softer than like an agar-agar. So agar-agar is a seaweed derivative, and it sets up pretty hard. So then we put a teaspoon of this guy in there.
Sweet.
I love the copper measuring.
I know.
Yeah.
Makes me want to upgrade my plastic ones.
These are personal. My wife will be happy to see those. And then so all you do, so you whisk continuously on high heat. Okay. And you got to whisk it continuously so it doesn't clump up and stuff like that.
That's a good tip.
And then also what it does is it kind of aerates the mix a little bit too, so you get a little softer texture when it sets up.
Wonderful.
So you go 5 to 7 minutes is how long it'll take to get to a boil. And then once that happens, you set the heat to low, set a timer for 2 minutes, and then stir continuously for that 2 minutes as well.
It'll keep you busy.
This is the hardest part. This is the most time-consuming part of this salad. And then so once that's done, the 2 minutes are up. You pull it off the heat and you set it into little ramekins. These are little 4-ounce aluminum ramekins right here. And then those you set up in the fridge, and then they just pop out nicely like this. And then I actually went ahead, so I got 2 different iterations of that actually. This is just the flan that's set up. This flan I dehydrated at 170 to remove about 60% of the moisture. So this one eats a little more like cheese. This one will be very familiar flan texture. Yeah, and it's got the savory elements in there. Oh, and I didn't forget to mention one thing. There's turnip in here that came from Alex as well. This
beautiful.
Yeah, this beautiful variety called hakuri turnip. So those you just roast and blend up lightly, and then mix it into to this mix.
Sweet. So we're fast forwarding because that will take a little bit, right?
That'll take a little bit, and then to actually build the salad, you remove your flans from the mold, put your greens down, garnish with all the vegetables, and then I have this little kombucha to reduction.
Love it.
That is a pineapple kombucha that we combine a little bit of Banyuls vinegar with and agave, and reduce that by about 3/4.
Okay.
To make like a
Put
syrup
it all
consistency.
together?
Yeah, we'd
and
love
then
to
a little
try it
herb boil.
out.
So I'll build the salads while you guys can talk all things plants.
Perfect.
Yeah, beautiful. So one thing that I'd love to hear from both of you is the importance of a good quality vegetable, because I feel like vegans often get a bad rap for not having like a variety of interesting foods, but we can see here today that's absolutely not true.
Yeah.
And I think on my end, the heart of the farm to table is that we can kind of grow a whole smattering of vegetables and pick them at the exact right time and get them to Dylan and the restaurant within an hour of picking. And so we probably grow 30 or 40 different varieties of vegetables and pick at the exact right time. Or if Dylan's got specs, you know, he wants a turnip at one size versus another, we can kind of pick at the exact right time.
That is super
And
fresh.
I think that's where flavor is, right? It's the flavor kind of commands a certain quality of the
That's
crop.
awesome.
So.
And what's the team like at Equilibrium Farms?
Yeah, we've got, right now we've pretty much hired out for the season. We've got 4 or 5 people working on the farm today. We're getting started. It's a little bit cold this spring, so things are taking a little bit more time, but we're going to be planting these tomorrow, which are beets that I brought. So, yeah. So these will go in the field tomorrow.
Wow.
They're seeded in our greenhouse about
That's what a beet looks like?
This is what a baby beet looks like.
And then all I ever see is it when it's like
seedling.
red,
Exactly.
right?
When there's an actual root.
We do only have about 30 seconds, so we would love to take a bite of this beautiful savory flan.
Yes.
It's so colorful.
Yes. Boom, boom, boom. It's like a competition.
We'll get it all on there for you.
I know. And before we try, we just really want to say thank you to you both for coming to visit with us.
Yeah. Here, you got to try the flan for sure.
Yes, for
I'm
sure.
dying to try this one that is, you said,
And that's a
similar to
dehydrated one
cheese.
for you.
Okay.
That's the funner one to eat, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. I'll
Hot
take
tip
your
right there.
advice.
Oh, I love it.
So good.
That's
good,
so
right?
good.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
the sauce on it, too.
And like a little caramely, is that what I'm getting? It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I would not know how to make myself, so I'm really excited you guys came in. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Well, of
This is
course.
absolutely
Thanks.
wonderful. I'm going to swallow. And
Okay.
then we've got more info on Barking Frog and Equilibrium Farms up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.